Hi, my name is Jun Li. I'm the founder and the general partner of Wisemont Capital. Today, it is my pleasure to share with you the research have done related to the future consumers and new opportunities during pandemic time. So the research are kind of coming from several research we have got, report we have got, including WGSN, Wall Street Journals, and also related to the discussion we have conducted with the founders of our portfolio companies and also other investors in the industry. So before I started my talk, I would like to share with you about myself and a little bit about Wisemont Capital. So first of all, about myself, I have over 20 years in enterprise software and service industry. I built and led a team of 2,000 people across different countries for this multinational company that went IPO in 2012. At the end of 2015, I founded Wisemont Capital. It's a VC firm that operates in Silicon Valley and Seattle. We primarily focus in the early stage technology startups, especially in the AI and big data area. So we have 45 portfolio companies as of today, including several in the cybersecurity area, autonomous drive, AI, digital healthcare, and automation and robotics. So last year we have 3 companies got acquired by companies including Palo Alto Networks, Workday, and Discover.org. In addition, I'm also US West Coast Chair of Tsinghua Entrepreneur and Executive Club. I also serve as a coach for Lighthouse Program, is a Chinese American Young Leadership Program. So now, without further ado, let's start today's topic, talking about future consumers. So before we talk about the future consumer behaviors, what drives them to buy, let's first understand the sentiments and the emotions and the altitude that drives the consumer behaviors. According to study, there are 4 sentiments that are identified: fear, desynchronized society, equitable resilience, and radical optimism are the 4 factors. The first one is actually fear. So there are 2 primary concerns that are identified here. The first of all is that it is eco-environmental impact. This research done by WGSN is the British agent who conducted the research. 90% of the global respondents said that they think that the global environmental impact will impact their future. And the second factor, fear factor, is financial instability. So in America, more than 54% of Americans actually expressed concerns and worries about their financial futures. And even worse, these fear factors actually are contagious. This is primarily due to the human, we are social animals, where our feelings are hugely impacted by people around us. And because of we are in the digital age, all the social medias and the chatting platforms actually exacerbate the problems, which make the global, which makes the kind of fears can quickly spread to global phenomena. And the second factor of the sentiment is desynchronized society. So I think today is also this digital age, this chat platforms that including WhatsApp, WeChat, Facebook, Messenger, it's actually further break down our communications and the society. This is because in the past we are able to communicate with each other and get instant feedbacks, but now because of the chat, platforms, this desynchronized communication actually leaves a void and dissatisfaction within ourselves, sometimes even unconsciously, because this interaction are not instant. But luckily, there are two positive sentiments being equitable resilience and radical optimism are identified as a driver of our sentiments. And study shows that people who actually embrace the challenge, embrace the worries, actually are able to address the problem positively and effectively. So during this, specifically during this pandemic time, people have more time to actually do the self-recollection and thinking. This allows us to kind of build a resilience to face the future uncertainty and a challenge, and being optimal about the future. So once we understand the sentiment, you know, the study actually further goes to categorize the consumers into three buckets. The first one being the stabilizers are the company, the people who constantly feeling overwhelmed, time pressed, burnout. This included people from the age group who were born in after 1965 and before 1996, so mainly the millennium and Gen X. So I think to this group, they're feeling a lot of uncertainty. They need to constantly prioritize prioritization. The second group being the we call it settler. So those people are looking for more work for their career driven, but they also look for proper work-life balance. They want to work more productively, but not necessarily longer time. So they also want to set the time for their families and themselves. The age group is very similar to the previous one. And third one, we call it new optimists. So those groups actually have a wide range of age group from actually Generation Z all the way to baby boomers. So they're more driven by adventures and joy and self-assured. So they're highly social people. So now let's talk about the new opportunities. So once we understand what drives the consumers these days, and so there are 6 ways that so far have been identified, the trend that are the opportunities to address those consumer needs. So with the first one being the simplicity. So this is to address the desynchronization and the worries we have. We actually don't need more options. We actually need selective, better options. So companies focusing in the limited assortments actually can prevail. Good examples being Uniqlo, which offers much less SKU when compared to other fast fashion companies. They actually offer more limited choice. However, with good quality, with the proper good price options. So people actually feel they have a higher ROI with kind of simpler solutions for them. And another example is a company called Aldi. It's actually a third largest grocery stores in the United States, and it's growing pretty fast. They also offer limited SKU when compared to traditional grocery stores. So I think these two companies are a good example of how they address this overwhelmingly feelings from the consumers. And second one is living the live stream. A good example is, I think Amazon is having Prime Day. They also offer kind of a live stream shopping experiences through Twitch. And also Alibaba and JD all have this kind of live streaming services for the shoppers, right? And people identify maybe TikTok will be the future platform after YouTube and Instagram being primarily platform for influencer to provide e-commerce service to people. And the third one being on-demand evolution. I think we're all very used to the digital streaming these days. We see actually more and more channels are being offered on demand. And in addition to that, during pandemic time, people actually get used to other on-demand solutions. So, for example, the kind of exercise apps that offer on-demand kind of support, and also grocery shopping, right? And I think during the past 2-3 months, and now I learn and get used to order my groceries online and get it delivered to my door. And the fourth one, unified communications. Again, this is to make our life much easier. And the fifth one, AR and VR. I think after the initial hypes and the claps, I think VR and AR are seeing new opportunities these days. But of course, here I believe the hardware, we actually need to have better hardware to support the mass adoption. But we do see the VR solutions being integrated and offered into entertainment and services, and being integrated into, for example, the performance and shows, and also shopping experience. And the last one is the power of the pack. I think, again, humans are social animals, and now we also want to bring this shopping experience as a group. A good example is being the Pinduoduo, and another one is, I heard there's a lot of Facebook group that's created for Amazon shopping, right? So those are the examples. In addition to that, there are several new opportunities identified during pandemic. The first one being I think the AI and automation will continue to drive the technology trend at an even faster speed. Because we realize that our essential line of business needs to be robust and secure and reliable. So we really need autonomous solutions, including robotic technologies and autonomous drive solutions and automation of our workflow. And mobility as service, again, to incorporate autonomous solutions and integrated commerce experience. The next one, I think, is the technology that enable people to work and live safely. The technology that allow us to go back to work feeling safe. So, for example, disinfection technology currently are really, really hot right now, and telemedicines, right? So those are examples. And then more secure solutions. So we have been, we have been able to incorporate the cybersecurity as one of our focus in the investment area since day one, because we think that during the digital age, this security and privacy issues will continue to be there. Actually, as of today, it's actually become even more important, because more and more people are actually work and live on our internet these days, right? People go to the church using Zoom. That's giving an example, and the kids have to conduct their study online. So it is very important that we need a very secure solution to protect our privacies, and yeah. So platform and services to empower simplified and connected commerce. We talked a little bit about this earlier. And integrated virtual platforms and services for performance and entertainment and shows. I think more and more we'll see more and more concerts offering online, and fashion shows and entertainments. Those platforms allows that to for this new experience being offered. And lastly, but not the least, technology and application that enhance at-home experience. I think in the past 2-3 months, because we're spending more time at home, we see growth in terms of the home building, in terms of gardening, hobbies, and exercising. So any technology and applications and the new services actually enhance our at-home experience, gaming, and learning. So all those are all great opportunities. So those are kind of a quick sharing with you of what we have learned in the past 3 months and the recent research regarding consumers and the factors that drives the trend. So if you would like to contact me, feel free to write me an email. As I said earlier, if you're entrepreneurs, you're looking for investors, or we're still actively invest. And if you're an investor, want to look for partner co-investment opportunities, let's also talk. I'm also a coach for Lighthouse program. This is the Asian American or Chinese American leadership program. So if you want to excel in your career or thinking about being entrepreneurs, let's talk. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you stay safe. Have a great summer. Thank you.